this a truth, a principle so powerful that it shapes the destiny of those who understand it. It is not talent, not luck, nor the circumstances of birth that determine success. No, my friends, the real secret is much simpler. It is your habits. Think of the greatest individuals history has ever known. They did not stumble upon their achievements by accident. They did not rely on fleeting motivation or wishful thinking. Instead, they followed a process, a daily rhythm of discipline, vision, and persistence. And that is what I will reveal to you today. The road to success is not built in a day, nor is it walked by those who wait for the perfect moment. It is carved by definiteness of purpose, strengthened by self-discipline, accelerated by the power of alliances, and fueled by going the extra mile. Those who master these principles rise above the ordinary, while those who ignore them remain trapped in mediocrity. The choice is yours. Today, you stand at a crossroads. You can continue as you are, drifting without direction, hoping for fortune to favor you, or you can decide right now to take control of your destiny, to master the principles that have created the greatest successes the world has ever known. In the next few moments, I will share with you the timeless habits that define all successful people. These are not theories. These are proven laws of achievement, practiced by the most accomplished individuals across history. Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to change your life? Because once you know these principles, you will never look at success the same way. Again, success does not come to those who merely wish for it. It comes to those who know exactly what they want and refuse to be distracted. Every great achievement begins with a clear and definite purpose, a burning desire so strong that it shapes every action, every thought, and every decision. Without a clear goal, the mind drifts, wandering aimlessly, easily swayed by distractions, doubts, and the opinions of others. Think of a ship without a rudder. No matter how strong the winds, no matter how vast the ocean, it will never reach its destination, because it has no direction. A man without a definite aim is no different. History has proven this truth time and time again. Consider Alexander Graham Bell, a man who changed the course of human communication. Bell was not distracted by 100 different pursuits. He did not dabble in every passing opportunity. Instead, he focused his mind, his energy, and his life on one singular mission: to invent the telephone. It was this clarity of purpose that carried him through the failures, the rejections, the doubts of others. He did not question whether he would succeed. He had already decided that success was inevitable. And that is the key, my friends. Decide what you want, not what others expect from you, not what seems easy, but what sets your soul on fire. Once you've made this decision, write it down. Make it so clear that you can see it, feel it, and describe it in vivid detail. Let it consume your thoughts in the morning, in the evening, in every quiet moment in between. And then commit yourself fully. From that moment forward, everything else becomes secondary. Your habits, your thoughts, your daily efforts must align with this purpose. You must eliminate distractions, not by force, but by focus. Success does not favor the hesitant. It favors the determined, the decisive, the relentless. The moment you define your goal with absolute certainty, the world begins to shift in your favor. Your mind awakens to opportunities that were always there but hidden from the unfocused eye. You gain strength you never knew you had. You persist where others give up. This is not magic. This is the natural power of definiteness of purpose. So, I ask you now, what do you truly want? Decide. Write it down. Speak of it only to those who uplift you, and then pursue it with unwavering determination. The world steps aside for the one who knows where they are going. Be that person. If there is, One quality that separates the successful from the mediocre, it is self-discipline. A man may have intelligence, he may have talent, ambition, and even opportunity, but without discipline, he will fall short of his potential. Self-discipline is the ability to control your thoughts, actions, and emotions, to do what needs to be done whether you feel like it or not. It is the power to say no to distractions, no to laziness, and no to the temptations that lead men astray. And more importantly, it is the power to say yes to effort, yes to persistence, and yes to the habits that lead to greatness. History has shown us countless examples of disciplined men who achieved the impossible. Consider Walt Disney. There was a time when Disney was just a struggling artist, rejected over and over again. His ideas were dismissed. His business ventures failed. He was told that his dreams were unrealistic, impossible. But Disney possessed the one thing that ensured his success, an unbreakable will. He did not surrender to doubt. He did not allow failure to discourage him. Instead, he disciplined his mind to focus on his vision, no matter how difficult the journey became. He worked tirelessly, improving his craft, refining his ideas, and pushing forward when others would have quit. And because of that discipline, the world now knows his name. This is the secret that so many fail to understand. You will never always feel motivated. You must learn to be disciplined. There will be days when you are tired, when progress seems slow, when the temptation to give up feels overwhelming. But success does not belong to those who act only when it is convenient. It belongs to those who act regardless of how they feel, and so if you wish to achieve greatness, you must master yourself. Start small. Wake up at the time you say you will. Follow through on your commitments. Make no excuses. Train yourself to act even when your mind resists. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you strengthen your willpower. And with time, it becomes a habit, a way of life. Success is not built in a day. It is built in the moments when no one is watching, when no one is forcing you, when only you decide what happens next. So I ask you now, will you control your mind, or will you let your mind control you? The choice is yours, and that choice, made every day, in every action, determines your destiny. No man has ever achieved great success alone. Behind every empire, every great invention, and every powerful leader, there has always been a group of minds working together toward a single purpose. This is the power of the Mastermind Alliance. You see, when two or more minds come together with harmony, working toward the same goal, something extraordinary happens. Their combined intelligence, experience, and creativity form a power far greater than the sum of its parts. History is filled with examples of men who understood this principle and used it to achieve greatness. Consider Andrew Carnegie. Carnegie, the steel magnate, was once the richest man in the world, but he did not rise to the top by working alone. No, he surrounded himself with a team of brilliant minds. He formed alliances with engineers, financiers, and business strategists, each contributing their unique knowledge and skills. Carnegie himself admitted that his success was not due to his own intelligence, but rather his ability to gather intelligent men around him. This is a lesson every man must learn. If you wish to go fast, go alone. If you wish to go far, build a team. A mastermind. Alliance is not just a gathering of people. It is a carefully selected network of individuals who complement your strengths and compensate for your weaknesses. It is not about working with just anyone. It is about finding those who share your vision, those who inspire you to be better, and those who push you beyond your limits. And just as you seek the right people, you must also be the right person. A mastermind group thrives on mutual benefit. You must bring something of value to the table. You must be willing to contribute, to share your knowledge, to uplift those around you. For in giving, you shall also receive. Now you may ask, how do I find such a group? The answer is simple. First, become the kind of person that great people want to work with. Develop your skills. Build a strong reputation. Show that you are a man of integrity, vision, and determination. Then seek out those who are already on the path to success. Look for mentors, peers, and partners who challenge you to grow. Surround yourself with people who think bigger, dream bolder, and act with greater purpose. Because the truth is this, your success is determined by the company you keep. If you walk with men of ambition, you will be pulled upward. If you walk with men of mediocrity, you will be dragged downward. Choose wisely, for your mastermind alliance will shape your destiny. And with the right alliance, there is no limit to what you can achieve. There is a secret that separates ordinary men from great men, a principle so simple yet so powerful that it has built empires, created fortunes, and transformed lives. It is this. Successful men always do more than they are paid for. They go beyond what is expected. They give more effort, more value, more dedication without waiting to be asked. This is the principle of going the extra mile. Throughout history, the greatest men have understood this truth. Consider the legendary baseball player Babe Ruth. Did not settle for being a good player. He strived to be the best. While others practiced just enough to get by, Ruth stayed longer, trained harder, and perfected his craft. He was not content with meeting expectations. He shattered them. And because of this, he did not just become a player. He became a legend. The same is true in every field of life. Men who rise above mediocrity are those who refuse to do the bare minimum. A businessman who provides more value than his competitors will always win the loyalty of his customers. A worker who gives more effort than his employer expects will always be noticed and promoted. A man who invests more time and energy into his relationships will always build stronger, deeper connections. The truth is simple. When you give more, you receive more. But here's what makes this principle even more powerful. When you go the extra mile, you do not just earn more money, respect, and success. You also set yourself apart from the crowd, because most men do only what is required of them, nothing more. They clock in, they do their job, and they leave. They put in just enough effort to avoid failure, but never enough to achieve greatness. But those who go the extra mile, they become irreplaceable. They become the ones people trust, respect, and admire. Now you may ask, why should I give more if I'm not being paid more? This is where most men make a mistake. They wait to be rewarded before they put in the effort. But the law of success does not work that way. You must first plant the seed before you reap the harvest. You must first go the extra mile. Then and only then will rewards follow. Understand this. Every extra effort you make is an investment in your future. Every hour you work beyond expectations. Every act of service you perform without being asked. Every time you give more than what is required. You are building your own fortune, and the world rewards those who give more than they take. So I ask you today, will you do only what is required? Or will you rise above the rest and go beyond expectations? Because the man who goes the extra mile will always find that the road ahead is far less crowded, and on that road lies greatness. There is a force more powerful than strength, more valuable than gold, and more rare than genius. It is the power of controlled attention. The ability to focus your mind deliberately, fully, and without distraction on one single definite purpose. Every man is given this power, but only a few master it. Most men allow their attention to drift. Like leaves in the wind, they are pulled from one thing to another, chasing distractions, answering every call, reacting instead of creating. But the man who learns to control his attention becomes a builder of empires. He is not ruled by his surroundings. He rules them. He decides what to think about, what to work on, and what to ignore. This is no small matter. Controlled attention is the key to self-mastery, and self-mastery is the key to riches, power, and peace. Let me give you a picture. Imagine the light of the sun, warm, gentle, and spread across the sky. Now imagine that same light focused through a magnifying glass. It becomes fire. It burns. It creates energy. It becomes unstoppable. Your mind is the same. When scattered, it is weak. When focused, it is limitless. Every great achievement began in a mind that was focused on one aim, with such clarity that no doubt could enter. Thomas Edison, when he pursued the invention of the electric light, shut out every distraction. People laughed at him. They said it was impossible, but Edison kept his mind locked like a safe on his goal. And because he refused to let go of that vision, the world was changed forever. You must do the same. Today, the world is full of noise. Distractions are everywhere. Notifications, opinions, entertainment, pulling your attention every second. But if you wish to rise above the average, you must learn the art of guarding your attention. You must protect your mind like a fortress. Ask yourself, does this help me move closer to my goal? Is this worthy of my thoughts? Or is it a thief stealing my time and energy? Because every moment you give to something unworthy is a moment lost forever. Controlled attention means training your mind like a soldier. It means choosing your thoughts. Like a wise king chooses his army, it means saying no to the many, so you can say yes to the few that truly matter. When your attention is scattered, you will be confused. When your attention is focused, you will be powerful. The mind, like a muscle, grows stronger when it is disciplined. So train it. Start small. Turn off the noise. Decide what you want and direct your thoughts toward it, daily, deliberately, and with passion. And here's the secret. Once your mind becomes focused, life begins to open up. Opportunities appear, ideas come. People are drawn to you, not by accident, but by the law of attraction. You attract what you focus on. So if you focus on your fears, you will meet them. If you focus on success, you will move toward it. And when your desire becomes so strong, so burning that you can think of nothing else, that is the moment when nature begins to move on your behalf. That is the moment when you cross from wishing to achieving. So I'll leave you with this. Control your attention or someone else will. The choice is yours. We have walked through the hidden laws of success, principles so powerful that those who master them cannot fail. But knowing is not enough. The world is full of men who know what to do, yet never do it. Success does not come to those who merely understand these principles. It comes to those who live them. You now hold a key that can unlock the doors of wealth, power, and peace of mind. But that key is useless unless you turn it. If you wish to rise above the ordinary, you must make a decision today, not tomorrow, not next week, not someday. Today. Right now. Decide that from this moment forward, you will take control of your thoughts, and in doing so, take control of your destiny. Your thoughts are the blueprint of your future. What you think about, you become. If you think in terms of doubt, fear, and limitation, your life will reflect it. But if you think in terms of definiteness, courage, and faith, nothing will be impossible for you. Every man has two choices. he can drift with the tide of mediocrity, or he can set sail toward greatness. Most men drift. They let circumstances decide their fate, but a rare few take the wheel. They refuse to accept anything less than the life they desire. They think differently. They act differently, and because of this, the world treats them differently. This is your call to action. Will you continue as you are, living by chance? Or will you rise up and claim the power that is already within you? The decision is yours. Your destiny is in your hands. And if you choose to act, if you choose to commit yourself fully to these principles, then one day others will look at you and wonder, what is his secret? And you will smile because you will know you will have mastered the art of success.